folks. This is part 3 of my segmented San Andreas any% no AJS run. If you missed part 1 and 2, part 1 was on Friday, part 2 was on Saturday, and part 3 is today. I have played through the city of Los Santos, I've gone through the Badlands, the forests, I went through the city of San Fierro, and I played through the desert. Today, I'm doing the final 2 bits, which are Los Venturas and Return to Los Santos, which is the end. Yesterday, I spent an awful long time setting up for today. I set up unlocking missions before I should, and getting the right weapons, and all this sort of stuff. One thing I also sorted out was getting the 0-star glitch, because I haven't actually unlocked the little island of Los Venturas for travel. So whenever I go there, I have 4 stars. So what I had to do was I had to do a glitch to get 0 stars permanently. Unfortunately, what I forgot until the very end was that by saving, closing the game, and then loading, I no longer have that glitch. I now have 4 stars again. But that's fine. It's all well and good. I can fix this very easily. All I have to do is tell the game that I do as I please, and I will no longer have stars. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to do the rest of this run with a cheat enabled. Yeah, thanks. That's it. Yeah. I have to do the rest of this run with a cheat enabled. But that's fine. The only difference will be if I try to save, we're going to get this spooky warning that I've cheated and it's recommended I don't save the game and stuff. So yeah, if you're wondering why that pops up, it's because I have to use a cheat code to make the game what it should be. This is exactly how it should be. I should be able to just, like, you know, do whatever the hell I want, and the game doesn't care. So yeah, that's why I'm using that cheat code, to recover from the fact that it's segmented. I have all the right weapons, it's exactly the same save I made yesterday, and when I load it, I have wanted stars and stuff. Alright, with that out of the way, I'm ready to begin. Time will start as soon as I skip the cutscene for this mission. And I'll just run through here, some speedy movement. Alright, and we will begin in 3, 2, 1, go! That was a great opening line.
Hey, who the fuck? Who are you?
Alright, so yeah, we're in Los Venturas now. Like I said, I should have a 0-star glitch, but that's replaced with the cheat, so at this point in the game, I have a bunch of weapons. I didn't do any woozy missions, I skipped all of those. I skipped a bunch of other missions, and now I'm just doing the Los Venturas missions. And I'm going to skip a bunch of those as well. But first off, I have to do this mission, and a few others, before we start doing glitches again. This is Fender Ketchup. I had to think of what the name was then. This mission, you just scare this guy. He's like scared of turning left for some reason, so you just turn left a whole bunch. That's that mission done, if I was fast enough that time. Hang on a second. Let me... Oh god, stop crashing and build up one last speed. I thought I had it at that last one, but I guess I wasn't going fast enough. Right, there we go. Oh, also, that replay I just played, I have a replay of the race from the Badlands. That's the same replay in theory as what I recorded on Friday. I had to think then. Unfortunately, when I was practicing about 5 minutes ago, I accidentally overwrote it, so I had to load a backup replay. So it's not quite the same, but it's the same one in theory. It's exactly works mechanically the same way. Alright. But yeah, I'll be using that replay for skipping fade-outs and loading the cars that are in the replay, which encourages the game to spawn them. Alright, so next mission, this is Explosive Situation. I totally didn't wait for the text to turn up before I read it. Alright, I'm just going to take any old car I can find. There's a Feltzer there, but this is fine. The camera is zoomed in, that is very odd, whatever. So yeah, this mission, you can dupe this mission, like I've been doing with other missions in San Fierro, to skip the one after. You can dupe Explosive Situation, and like top-tier runners will do it. But especially in a marathon setting, it's really dumb, because what happens is that if you dupe this mission, there are the bulldozer that you have to use for the mission. 2 of them will spawn inside of each other, and then it's just up to the physics gods of whether the one you need to use flips out of the other one and survives, and then you can drive it. The most likely outcome, I believe, is that they just spawn inside of each other and then just both blow each other up, which fails the mission. So this is the bulldozer I'm talking about. So if I was to dupe this mission, like start this mission twice, there'd be 2 bulldozers, because that's how that works.
Someone call security.
Yeah, and they'd probably blow each other up. But I'm not doing that, playing it safe. Because I'm not doing this mission, I will have to do the next one, which I believe is You've Had Your Chips.
Stay away from that stuff.
I'm terrible at names. It's the one where you blow up the machines. Yeah, it has to be that one, yeah. Alright, but yeah, this mission's another just simple mission. When you first get to a new city, they normally give you a bunch of simple missions. Like the last one, for example, was just a drive around mission. Like I could drive wherever I wanted, essentially, but it was just telling me to just drive. I think to make it so you learn the map and stuff, but I mean, that's only just, that's a best guess. Right, even though I've destroyed all the boxes, I do need the bulldozer to still survive.
Hey, you can't come down here.
Oh, that's on fire. I'm gonna risk it. Okay, that made me jump in real life. Alright. So yeah, I need the bulldozer to survive. It will die in one hit, despite how big it is. Even if I have, like, until that cutscene plays, if the bulldozer blows up, I will fail the mission, so I have to be careful. Alright, so now I'm not going to take the intended way out. The intended way is to follow the markers and just drive out. Instead, what I'm going to do is a hopefully very fancy trick up this hill. Okay, good, I made it. Yeah, so that's just like a very difficult kind of like wall drive, I guess. Not like a wall run, but wall drive. They tried very hard to block all the entrances in this mission. Like they have like gates and cars and stuff that you can't get past. But thankfully there's that little one out there.
Hey, you be careful with that.
There was a different way we used to use, where we just go through the like intended entrance, but we just drove there quickly. But that was bad because it was like... No, it wasn't intended entrance. I think you had to jump over a fence and stuff. Yeah, but there was like guys you had to kill and it was slow and stuff. This is much better. Alright, so I'm going to play the replay on the way back. The mission after the one I'm about to do is Don Peyote. Again, having to think of names. And in that mission, I want to have a Sultan. There's one. I want to have a Sultan because in that mission, I need to pick up 2 guys from the desert and drive them back to Los Venturas. And obviously, because there's 2 of them, I can't use a 2-door car because we won't have enough seats. So I have to use a 4-door car. And conveniently, in the replay that I recorded, there's a Sultan in that race. And it's the fastest 4-door car in the game. So that's very beneficial, and I'll use that for that mission. Alright, but before then, we have You've Had Your Chips. I can keep the car between missions. It won't take any damage or anything, so I'm going to use it. Now, this mission's kind of fun. There's like a factory, and they're making counterfeit chips for the casino you're like helping. Again, explaining lore when I don't all the time. There's a bunch of machines you need to blow up. And the fastest way to do them, well, the fastest way, I guess, would be an automatic shotgun. But I have a rocket launcher, which is also pretty good. But depending on how many machines you've destroyed, certain things happen, like certain events trigger and stuff. But thankfully, whoever coded this mission kind of made a funny rookie programming error. And instead of checking if I'm equal to or greater than a certain amount of machines, they're only checking if I'm equal to a certain amount of machines. If the machine's blowed up count has equals 3, then they'll spawn a guy with an automatic shotgun outside on that blue container I'm looking at, and he will kill me. But thankfully, because of this programming oversight, I can just never blow up 3 machines. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn around, kill these guys, blow up 1 machine there, blow up these guys, blow up a 2nd machine there, blow up another guy with an automatic shotgun there, and then I'm going to blow up these 2 machines at exactly the same time with the rocket launcher. So I went from 2 machines blown up to 4. I never blew up 3 machines. It never happened. So that guy up there that would normally kill me doesn't spawn, which is very convenient. It's weird because in the same mission... Oh, hello, fire truck. It's weird because in the same mission, they do the same check, but they do it correctly. The car that was inside the factory, that only spawns after you've blown up like 7 or more machines, I believe. So they did it right at one point, but then they did it wrong at another, so, you know. I wish the whole mission was like that, then you could just, you know, save the machines that were next to each other for when you needed it. Alright. Now we're just driving back. So yeah, this Sultan is important. I'm going to use it for the next mission. The next mission's a really long drive, and you have to drive over like weird terrain and stuff. And I'm not the best driver, so I can actually blow up the car if I'm not careful. Which is really bad, because then the most likely outcome is the friends you picked up will also die. At best, they survive and you steal like a taxi and use that to drive back, but that's still pretty slow. Now we have an amazing piece of dialogue. Listen carefully. The one after this.
Hey,
listen.
Carl, how'd it go? Tell Woozie we'll be getting no more trouble with them counterfeit chips.
It's like they just merged two different dialogue lines together. They even put the full stop in the subtitles, like it's two different sentences. I do wonder what CJ originally said. Alright, so yeah, the next mission's just a whole bunch of driving. I'm just going to drive to... actually, I'm going to save. I need to save at a certain time of day. There's the warning about the cheat code I had to use. That's the right time of day, don't save again. So yeah, this mission's just a bunch of driving. I'm just going to... I need to start the mission first. I've done that so many times. Okay, I've like driven halfway there and I realized I never started the mission. So yeah, I need to go pick up Paul and Macca. They're in the desert. It's just a really long drive, not much to talk about. And I'll pass it over to Arjik to read some things.
Yeah, just had a $5 donation coming from Anonymous saying, counterfeit chips.
Perfect, yeah.
Perfect time. Also got a $40 donation from Lucina with no message. Thanks for your donation. And finally, a $20 donation from Get Some Lalde saying, I'll do things your Ruka won't, like donating to charity. Thanks for your donations.
All the SA memes, it's great. Also, you pronounce that name correctly. I always say it wrong, but now I know how to say it, so thanks. Alright. So yeah, I'm just going to drive all the way into the desert. Taking a kind of incorrect route. I'm a little too far to the left, actually. I wanted to be over here. Just try to avoid as many hills as possible while going directly there. It's like I can take the roads, but, you know, that's not like as the crow flies or anything. Is that a saying people still use, as the crow flies? I don't know. Hopefully that's not just a British saying. People know what I'm talking about. I'm going in a straight line. Alright. So yeah, just keep driving. Oh yeah, here's camera flicking, by the way. I'm moving my camera up and down. That's just to despawn the traffic. If there's like cars that are like low LOD and haven't been like, don't have like high physics detail or anything in front of me, and I flick the camera, it'll generally despawn them, but not every time. But I'm getting pretty good ones at the moment. See, that Sanchez didn't disappear. Oh, and also it can do that. It can spawn other vehicles instead. And normally those other ones that it spawns are a lot closer, which is annoying. Alright, so I managed to make it all the way here without taking too much damage in the Sultan. I'm not, like, smoking or anything, so that's good. I did hit that Walton a second ago, but it was fairly low speed. I haven't rolled or anything like that. Alright, so here's these guys. They're annoyingly just a little bit too far away from the car to start getting in it, so I have to get in and then drive towards them and then stop. I don't know why they put the spawn for the car just a little too far away, but hey-ho. It does give me the opportunity to line up their doors, I suppose. Right, I'm just going to do a little jump here. That's not good. Okay, it's fine. I held it. You remember snakes, lots of snakes. Yeah, we gotta go to the snake farm before we head to Los Venturas.
We can go check it out.
Just to deal with some friends of theirs. Right, drive up here.
Here we are. Look familiar?
Right, as soon as we get in, I'm gonna switch to the rocket launcher, shoot right there. Paul and Macca survive, everyone else dies. All well and good. You don't actually have to kill these guys here. It is optional. However, if you don't do it, when you get back to the casino, another cutscene will play that they chased you, and then you have to kill them then. So it's actually like way faster to just, you know, shoot a rocket then and get straight into the car again. It's pretty well lined up that all of the enemies die, but Paul and Macca don't. It's pretty lucky. Alright, so I'm going to take a bit of a safe route here. I could drop down the left here, but I'm going to just go all the way over here. I really don't want to flip my car or anything. Okay, much better. Pretty, oof. We got to see the, I don't know how many people caught it. That road there is my favourite intersection-y road, junction, whatever you want to call it in the game. If you have this game installed on whatever you own it on, I recommend just going to that road and just standing there for a minute and letting the traffic do its thing. Especially when a truck goes past. When a truck goes past, it's amazing. Bugger. messed up that corner a bit. It's fine. I have so much health on the salt, and it's all good. I've only just started smoking now. As long as I don't have, like, a big car crash rolling incident or anything, it should be good. Now, I'm trying to remember what's after this, but I'll just muscle memory it. I can't remember in my head. Oh, yes, I remember now, yes. So, go in the cutscene, blah, 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 watch this. So the next mission I don't unlock until I answer a phone call, and the next mission is right here. So I'm basically just waiting 15 seconds for a phone call. So while I'm waiting for those 15 seconds, I'm just going to go ahead and move my Sultan over here. This is so it doesn't despawn, and then I'll be able to use it for the next mission. Alright, so now I'm just gonna spam my answer phone call button. There it is. And then I go in. And now I need to be very careful in this interior, because if I play a replay as I walk into the marker, I will crash the game, which will be pretty sad. And I accidentally muscle memory it a whole bunch, so I'm not going to play a replay. I'm not playing a replay. I didn't play a replay. Excellent. Alright, this is intensive care. So this is the... this is a weird tradition that Rockstar seem to have in their GTA games. I don't know if they do it in their other series as well, but for some reason, I don't know. Also, I don't know if it's just the 3D GTAs, but the oldest one I know is GTA 3 that has it. This is the free vans mission that is in every single GTA game. So there will be free vehicles that spawn. I know I can't say that word right. I'm talking about the number. There will be 3 vehicles that spawn, and they are kind of vans. And one of them is the correct one that I need to find to progress the mission, but at the start, the first one you check is always wrong, and then the second one you check has a 50% chance of being correct. And this is in every GTA game. I don't know why. I think it is anyway. I think it works exactly like that as well. I know it works like that in GTA 4. In GTA 3, I think there's like, I can't remember the mission in GTA 3 that has it. I don't know what it is in Vice City, but I know they do have it. And I don't know about GTA 5 either. I'm kind of, is it in Vice City Stories as well? I ran Vice City Stories. You think I should know that? Anyway, I should have been like actually checking my minimap instead of trying to remember things. Thankfully, I just got lucky, so it's all good. You can tell which one's the right ambulance, because the correct ambulance doesn't actually move. When they like change the models of the drivers or the peds or actors or whatever, when they change them out from the wrong ones to the correct ones after you shot the first van, they don't actually tell them to drive, so they get spawned into the ambulance and then they just sit there. So if I like paid close attention to my minimap, you can figure out which one's the right one by which one that isn't moving on the map. But it's fine, I just got lucky instead. It is a 50-50 chance. Yeah, I'm sure someone in the chat will let everyone know what other GTA missions are the free vans missions of that game. I can't quite remember them for the life of me. Alright, through this fence. In the past, we used to use a helicopter. Actually, I'll explain this later. I need to do a thing here. So, I need to check the in-game time after this cutscene and make sure I remember it. I need to use a phone call to set up a dupe now, because I want to dupe the next mission. Unfortunately, I only have low priority phone calls. 1 second. 12:02. Okay, so 13:02. Yeah, so before I was timing phone calls with 15 seconds. Those are high priority phone calls that come in every 15 seconds. But right now, I only have a low priority phone call. Ooh, a bike. Oh, it's the wrong one, whatever. I only have a low priority phone call, which means it comes in every 1 minute. Thankfully, I need to drive to bike school anyway. I won't be using the stadium for duping here, I'll be using bike school. But yeah, I had to drive here, which is okay. As you can see, I got here like 30 seconds too early though. At 13:02 is when the phone call will come in, and that's when I need to walk into that marker. I'll keep looking for bikes in the meantime, just so I don't have to use an ambulance. An ambulance is pretty fast, but it's not the fastest. Okay, that'll do. Let's just be super safe and line up while I wait 10 seconds early. So I'm going to walk into the marker at 13:01 and then pause buffer, and that was a little early, but hopefully I get the phone call still. Okay, there it is. Alright, good. Annoyingly, I held tab instead of 4, but I'll deal with that. I'll just play with my other hand on the keyboard. Alright. So yeah, that was me getting the glitched phone call. If you don't know about the glitched phone call, it's a really long story, and you probably have to watch the run from yesterday from San Fierro. But basically, I did a glitch, I have a phone call, I'm going to use it to start 2 of the same mission. That's all you need to know, really. Alright, excuse me. Well, actually, I'm not going to use it to start 2 of the same mission right now. Just to make things even more confusing, I sometimes use it to make 2 of the same mission. But not right now. Right now, I'm going to use it to make 1 of the same mission, but still have the phone call. But don't worry about it. There's phone calls happening, and they're glitchy. Alright, so I'm going to drive up to here. So this should be the meat business. I just enter again. I need to remember to not play a replay, or I'll be really sad because the game will crash. Here's some nice copyrighted music, by the way. I'll talk over it so we keep the YouTube ad revenue. Excellent. Right, there's that. So I let go of the phone call in the cutscene there, but then I immediately skipped the cutscene, so I haven't duped the mission. But if you look at the minimap, I can start other missions, even though I'm already on one. That's because I'm on mission 0 right now. It's a on mission 0 phone call I used. But yeah, I don't want to dupe this mission because it doesn't work. I just want to use the phone call for the next mission, but it was more convenient to set it up then than it was like after the mission.
Kids and get divorced and fight for weekend access like everybody else.
Listen, I'll see what I can do.
Alright.
Thanks, I'm just so tired of all this life and death bullshit.
Just driving back to where I was, but this time with Rosie.
Damn shirt and everything.
There's another instance of needing to be very careful to not press 1 or I'll crash the game. I will accidentally do the glitch that you do in any percent, except that it just crashes instead of working. Alright. Excuse me. Alright, so I'm going to park the ambulance. The phone call will ring here because I didn't have a bike and an ambulance, which will lose a little bit of time later, but that's okay. Alright, so I'm going to use the rocket launcher because it's a great weapon, and I'm just going to tactically shoot these guys. So you'd think this mission would be really easy, like, oh, I have a rocket launcher, there's like guys everywhere, just, you know, blast them to space. But it's actually not really that simple, because there's a mechanic in this game where, hello, you're still alive. There's a mechanic in this game where you can shoot projectiles, and this includes rockets from rocket launchers. You can shoot them, and then they either explode or get redirected. And there are lots of people shooting, funnily enough, towards me, which will redirect the rocket, funnily enough, towards me. And I don't have body armor, so I would die pretty quick. So I was playing it pretty safe. I was like walking out, letting them shoot, and then they'd all stop and start reloading, and then I would shoot again. Then I would shoot, sorry, and then, yeah, they wouldn't shoot my rocket. So many times I've died to them shooting my own rocket there. Funnily enough, I also died one time in Green Saber in the last Los Santos mission. I threw a grenade at a baller, and as it was flying through the air, he shot it, and it flew back towards me and killed me. It was pretty ridiculous. I was not very happy. Alright, let's get rid of these cars. Alright, excuse me, officer. Yeah, I'm not really worried about the police, obviously, like I said, because I have the, well, I should have the 0-star glitch. Alright, so I'm gonna park the ambulance a little bit before the marker, so that I can get out and then hold the glitched phone call again before I end the mission, because if I end the mission without holding the phone call, I'll lose it. So I want this phone call here. I'm gonna try to find another car. It never seems to happen for me, whatever. I'll just walk into the marker. Oh, ballista. Oh, damn it. Okay. Never mind. Just give me anything. Thank you. A taxi's fine. Right, so I'm holding my stats screen again. This is me holding my phone call. And I'm gonna use it to duplicate the next mission. The next mission is just a cutscene. So I'm going to watch this cutscene twice, but what that will do is it will skip the mission after it. And the mission after it is a really long, really horrible mission as well. So it's really convenient this works. And then I'm going to use a trick to keep this phone call basically for free. I'm just going to dupe this for free, essentially, and then use that for the next mission. Unfortunately, this trick requires me to pause buffer for upwards of 30 seconds. So if you're not a fan of flashing images, I suggest looking away until you don't hear me pausing. I'll also mention it. But yeah, so here we go. I need to walk into this marker very carefully, like this. Let go of the phone call, we watch the cutscene again, and then I do that, and then I hold escape for like 30 seconds, and we pause buffer. And now we have to sit here and wait for the phone call to ring. So what's happened is one cutscene has ended, the other one wants to end, but I'm stopping it by pause buffering, and I'm going to get the phone call, and then I'm going to hold the phone call, and then the other one will end and give me a glitched phone call again. So we just have to wait a little bit for a phone call to ring. Still flashing. This will work, right? This is taking an awfully long... There it is. Okay, that was a little scary. Okay, I got it right. If you're not a fan of flashing images, you can look again. Okay. Yeah, so that trick there with the pause buffering, it's strangely hardware dependent. At home, I get it in like 30 seconds. This took a while. I didn't really count, but it was getting pretty scary. The pause buffer only delays the cutscene for like... I'm not sure how long, but it's not indefinite, and I was a little scared it wasn't going to work, but thankfully it did. So I'm going to lose the phone call here, because you see I've answered the phone call when I started the mission. I'm going to cancel the phone call by killing this guy. I didn't have to kill him, I can just shoot anyone or anywhere, but I felt like shooting it. And that will cancel the phone call in a way that I get to keep it, and I want to use it in like a second. So that's good. Alright, so Mad Dog's trying to jump. Again, I'm explaining story things. I haven't explained anything. I'm going to get out of the van, hold the phone call again. So this is the same phone call we just listened to, but I get it again.
This is the end.
And now I'm going to hold this phone call until the next mission. I'm going to use it to dupe the next mission. And then Mad Dog will eventually jump. He has the same movement pattern, but it's just a timer depending when he jumps. So he normally jumps around the same spot, like just in front of that arrow. But sometimes he can be a real pain and like walk all the way to the other side before he does it. Alright, so I have Mad Dog. I've gone the wrong way a little bit, but that's fine. I need to be careful to not kill Mad Dog, because he's like, you know, just jump off a building into a van, or a pickup truck, or whatever this is. So I need to not damage the car or anything, because that will hurt Mad Dog. So I have to be a little bit careful, but not too careful. Gotta go fast. So yeah, I'm driving into the hospital. The hospital's up here. There's no entrance from the motorway onto the hospital, but there is a fence, and I'm just going to bust through the fence. It might hurt Mad Dog a little bit, but not enough to kill him. It didn't hurt him at all. Perfect. Okay. So here's this. Good. I'm going to get out of the Walton, because it's really slow, and take an ambulance, which is not very slow. And I'm going to drive to the next mission, which is misappropriation. And this dupe is an interesting one. It's another dupe that I can do for free, meaning I can get a glitched phone call at the end of it, even though I used the glitched phone call to dupe it. But it's very tricky and finicky to do. It's kind of messed up, but hopefully I get it. And if I do, I'll be able to skip a 30-second long mission. Woo! Alright, here we go. So here's the misappropriation marker. I'm going to answer this phone call, which will use the phone call, and I don't have any left, but that's fine. Start misappropriation again. I forgot to look for a fast car, but it's okay, because, oh, there's an Infernus. Whatever, never mind. So yeah, I used that phone call to dupe this mission. And now I don't have any phone calls at all, but thankfully when this mission ends, it will give me a new phone call. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to end one copy of the mission, then wait around for the new phone call to happen, hold that phone call, and then end the second copy of the mission, which will again give me the glitched phone call, which I will then use to dupe the next mission. Also, time of day is correct. Hooray, I got that right. I just realised the next mission was Black Project, but it's fine, I saved for it earlier. Okay, so just going along here. I'm driving to the airfield because I'm just going to take the Rustler. The Rustler's, you know, it's not the fastest plane, but it's also not the slowest. It's fine. I'm going to take it. Unfortunately, this does mean that I have to hold a phone call while using a Rustler, which is very awkward for me to do with my keybinds, but I will make it work. As long as I remember to hold tab instead of 4. At home in my splits, I have this split is called hold tab. so chat reminds me to do it. But I have thankfully remembered for myself. So yeah, I'm just going to do a little bit of flying here. I'm going to swoop low, and then I'm going to put my landing gear out, which deploys my flaps as well, and then I'm going to try to flare the plane, land it nice and easy, very good. A little bit of airmanship there. Land on this rock. I'm a little far away actually. I landed a little too quick, which is kind of funny, but never mind. Right, so I'm going to go over here. There's this guy. He's holding a briefcase I want. I'm going to blow him up. Okay, good, he died. Then I'm going to pick up the briefcase. Then I have to very carefully keep looking at the briefcase. Okay, he picked it up. There's a second invisible briefcase, because I duped the mission, and I need that second invisible briefcase. The problem is, because the mission has ended, the game is trying really hard to despawn everything the mission used. Where's this other guy? There he is. So I have to keep looking at it all times, or I'm going to lose it. I'm going to hold tab, kill this guy. He's been a bit of a pain. Please die. Okay, keep looking at the briefcase. Okay, good, I got it. So if I look away from any of that at any point, they'll all disappear. And when the briefcase disappears, I fail the mission because I lost the briefcase. But thankfully I did it. So that skips high noon. But it also means I have an On Mission 0 phone call that I can use to dupe Black Project. So yeah, because I'm holding the phone call, I'm stuck shooting the Rustler, so that's, if you're wondering why I'm firing the cannons, that's why. I don't have a choice. Alright, so let's go do Black Project. This is a very annoying dupe to get right. I hope I do the timing right. If I don't, I can recover, but I hope it doesn't happen. Alright, a little more airmanship, very good. Alright, so I'm going to stand into the marker carefully, and then I need to go 1, 2, 3. Well 1, 2. Perfect, there we go. It's 1.5 to do that. Alright, good. So what I did there is I started the cutscene, I let go of the phone call, the real CJ, which isn't in the cutscene, like this CJ, the real one, he starts answering the phone call, and I'm holding the button to cancel it. It takes him around 3 whatever speed I'm counting. I like to say seconds, but I don't think I'm actually counting seconds. It takes me to count to 3 before CJ actually puts the phone down. Or can put the phone down, sorry. And then I have to count to, for me, a 1.5 Joshimuz count. And then I skip the cutscene, and the second cutscene starts immediately. If I just sit there and let go of the phone call and cancel it and just duplicate the cutscene, bad things happen. I can't remember what bad things, but bad things happen. But it's fine, I got it. All is well. I'm now sliding through the army base. This is why I wanted high AK-47 skill, by the way, on Friday. When I was shooting my own car, this is why. So I can slide and shoot at the same time through this mission. I've taken a lot of damage, but that's okay. There's armor coming up. Kill him, because he's in my way. Right, here's this. Switch to the minigun. So I picked up minigun ammo there. I'm going to use it a little bit later in the run. But for now, I just wanted it, so I'm just going to kill these guys with the minigun, just because it's a bit faster, and I have a bit of excess ammo. And now I'm going to go 1, 2, 3 rotations on this stairwell, and then jump. There's a jetpack that I need to get. I'm stealing a jetpack, by the way. It is possible to jump from the very top, but you have to get lucky with when you jump, basically. The game only checks if you're picking up a pickup, like once every, I want to say 6 frames or something. It doesn't check all that often, it only checks periodically. And if you jump, you can pick up the jetpack before you hit the ground and die, but only if you get like a good window that frames. It is possible to go straight through the jetpack, hit the ground and die before the game checks to see if you pick it up or not. Oh, also this is the jetpack, it's kind of glitchy, I can mess up the camera really bad, but I guess I won't. Alright, now after this mission, normally you do green goo, but because I duped this mission, we won't actually be doing that. So you never actually get to use the jetpack, you just do it for this mission and then never see it again. But that's fine, it's kind of slow and awful to use. Oh, also this cutscene is kind of funny. Where I've duped the mission, there's going to be 2 of this cutscene at the same time. It results in some interesting dialogue.
Dude.
Hey, here you go. You better stash it somewhere fast.
Far out. Have a nice trip, dude.
Hey, wait a... was it too much to ask to get a lift into town?
Yeah, the first line is a little... Oh yeah, you can see I passed the mission twice. It was like bling, bling. Do the mission pass twice. Alright, yeah, the first line is kind of out of sync, and then all the other lines are like 1.3 times as loud because there's two of the same sound happening. I fell off my bike. Oh, okay. I thought I fell into water, but no, there's a rock there. I just looked through it. Whatever. Okay, good. That is that done. I'm now going to... What am I doing? I'm not doing high noon. I'm trying to remember. Oh, yeah, the rustler. That's what I'm doing. I'm going to save, actually, for health. Just to be safe. And then I'm going to do the penultimate mission of Los Venturas. I love that word. Alright. Phone call's ringing, but I don't really care about it at this point. Alright, so I'm just going to save. Yes, I've used the cheat code. Okay. And then I'm going to drive over to the Rustler and fly that back. So yeah. The duping in this game, the missions that you end up skipping because of it, is actually really nice. Majority of them are all really horrible missions that you don't want to do anyway. For example, in Los Venturas, by duping Fish in a Barrel, the cutscene where I had the pause buffer, by duping that cutscene, I skipped Freefall, which is like the worst mission in the game. I absolutely hate it. You have to fly like a dodo all the way out to sea, and then jump in a Shamel, and then do a crappy mini-game, and then fly the Shamel back, and that's it. It just takes ages. You skip that. You skip Green Goo, which is kind of an annoying mission, which either kills you or it doesn't, depending on the vehicle you used before it. I'm trying to remember the other missions you skip now. I lined myself up for this, and then I didn't remember the missions that you skip. Oh yeah, in Return to Los Santos, you skip a bunch of really horrible missions as well. That's good. In San Fierro, you skip every single woozy mission, and most of them are crap, which is really good. Don't play a replay. But, oh, right. Yeah, so I knew I should have answered a phone call. I said to myself, oh, there's a phone call, I should answer it. And I was like, no, wait, I'm doing no AJS, don't answer it. I'm dumb. I have 2 phone calls I need to answer now. Yeah, the marker on the map, that's the marker for Freefall. But the game thinks I've already done Freefall, so I walk into the marker and nothing happens. I actually need to answer 2 phone calls. I kind of forgot. That's fine. We'll just wait for another 15 seconds before the next one comes in. I noticed the phone call and I was like, oh, I should answer it. But then I didn't. I guess it's safer to... In no AJS, it's better to not answer a phone call if you're not sure. But yeah, thankfully I don't need phone calls for the rest of Los Venturas, so I can just answer them now. I'm not duping any more missions. Alright. Okay, I thought a mysterious 3rd phone call then, but no, okay, finally. Alright, good. Ooh, a bike, that's nice. That's a BF, that's less nice, but still nice-ish. Alright. So, this is St. Mark's Bistro. I'm going to be flying a plane for several seconds 2 ways. Or several minutes 2 ways. So if you want to get ready to read something, and then get ready to read something else after it, be my guest. But yeah, all I'm going to do, I'm going to get in this Shamel, I'm going to fly to Los Venturas. Sorry, what's that city called? Fly to Liberty City, that's the one in GTA 3. I'm going to fly to the GTA 3 Liberty City, do a thing in an interior, like just shoot some dudes and then be done with it, and then fly back. It's pretty monotonous, so yeah. Go ahead and take it away.
Yeah, we got some donations for you. We got a $20 donation from Viper saying, you know something? I take it back. Josh has still got it, Kappa. And we also got a $35 donation from Aero saying, thanks to everyone for making this event possible. Good luck to Josh on the rest of his run.
Thanks. That's an aileron roll, by the way, not a barrel roll.
I'm not going to get into that argument. Listen, we owned with doing barrel rolls, okay? You can do an alien roll if you want.
The ailerons, you see the things moving on the wings?
Yep.
They're ailerons.
And our wing doesn't have those. It's barrel rolls.
I guess, yeah.
Well, we're not going to get into this argument.
I would show you what a barrel roll is, but I'd have to slow down a lot to do it, so I won't.
Well, not if we're flying all the way back to Grand Theft Auto 3.
Yeah, it's a long way. Funny enough, there's like tons of... When this game came out, there were like a million rumors of how to get back again to Liberty City. None of them are true. I have the one true method of getting back to Liberty City. I made a really terrible 30-minute YouTube video about it back in like 2013. It's awful, but unfortunately it went viral, and all of the comments are people angry at me for playing the game very badly at the time, which I was, and they are right. Alright, here is St. Mark's. So I'm just gonna pull out the minigun and just shoot some dudes. As you would imagine, the minigun's pretty good. It's gonna be my primary weapon for the rest of the run, really. I'm gonna throw a satchel there, blow it up, so I kill a bunch of guys downstairs. They have shotguns, and they are kind of annoying because they'll stun lock you. I hope I got them all. I missed one, that's fine. There's him. Alright. So now I kill this guy. Keep moving. These guys should be dead. Oh, okay, that satchel throw was pretty poor, but it was good enough. Get me through it, kill these guys, and then I'm going to do a funny thing. Omega loves this trick. So I'm going to use the thermal goggles. Lets you see thermal vision. Normally they go away when you enter a vehicle, but helpfully Rockstar teleports you into this vehicle instead of putting you in it. So it doesn't cancel the thermal goggles, so we get 80s vision for a bit. But yeah, I'm flying back, so if you want to say anything else, RJ?
Yeah, and there we got another $5 donation from Shoshi19 saying, if it hasn't been said yet, greetings to all the audience viewers, Fatsuke, from the chat. Of course, love to the additional ESA team and all the runners too for this great weekend. Yes, they actually put your name in the message there, I'm not just shouting you out.
Yeah, it's the last day of Dreamhack and the Expo Hall. It seems like there's a lot of big events happening and other stuff's being torn down and stuff. People have left and whatnot. So it's a bit quiet, but we've got like, how many viewers do we have?
Oh, hold on. That means I need to open up the stream.
I'm sure there's plenty.
Oh, I imagine there's a bit. If I give it 2 seconds, chat will tell me.
Yeah, it's fine. It's all good. I don't mind. I can't really, funny enough, because of how the headset is, I can't tell there's an audience there anyway. I can never hear them, and I'm tunnel visioning in front of me, so yeah.
Oh, we know Planks has been having fun with the headsets, so... Right, they're saying 3.6k is what we've got right now.
I see. Plenty of people.
Someone else says 2, someone else says 50, over 7.
Liberty City, requesting final approach to Los Venturas International.
So yeah, here I am, back in Los Venturas. Thankfully I know the map, so I don't really need to see where I'm going, because I can't see anything. But it's all good, because this mission clears all sorts of data, and thermal goggles are one of them, so we lose that. Alright, time for the last mission of Los Venturas. Some people consider it the first mission of Return to Los Santos. I can't remember what it is officially considered, but I like to call it the last mission of Los Venturas. People are like, oh, it takes place in Los Santos. It's just like, well, the last mission took place in GTA 3. Like, it's not a GTA 3 mission. Alright. Normally you'd save and load here to remove the 0-star glitch just to be safe, but I'm not going to because I don't have it. Oh, also CJ's still wearing the thermal goggles, which is kind of funny, but they also get removed in a second. Alright, so this is a home in the hills. We are going to drop down into Mad Dog's house and take it back from a bunch of drug dealers or something. This is another instance of where you can pause buffer to skip some dialogue, but I'm not going to because it never works for me because it's hardware dependent. And I don't know if it works on this machine, and I'm just going to end up duplicating messages and sitting here forever if I try it, so let's not. Alright, so I'm going to skydive. I'm just going to go past all these guys. I'm just going to get to the ground as quickly as possible, because as you would imagine, the ground is fast for people to be on. Alright, now there's bikes, whatever, but it's a common mistake here to take a car for this mission. But unfortunately, because of the car accuracy AI bug, that will get me killed if I do it, so I'm not going to. Now, I'm going to do some pause buffering here. If you're not a fan, look away a second. Trying to get a certain animation. There it is. No, I didn't get it. Okay, keep looking away. Please climb the thing, CJ. I'm waiting for his animation to change. Tell me he's climbing it. There it is. Okay, got it that time. So yeah, that's a really tricky jump. You can do it with a high frame rate, but we're not allowed to use that. The other way is pause buffering by just adding frames in. Alright, so I'm going to kill these guys. Poorly, apparently. Now I'm killing my friends, because when they run over to the hiding spot they're going to, they'll make these guys angry, and then they'll start shooting me. But if my friends die too quickly, these guys never get angry, so we can just chill and be friends on this roof together. Why are there just 4 guys still on this roof? I don't know, because they saw us coming. Alright, so we're waiting for some more friends to parachute in. These ones do need to survive, so I do actually need to kill these guys before they get themselves, get the rest of them killed. Alright, there's tries inside the mansion. That's my cue to leave and go inside. And I'm going to find the sniper rifle. Now I'm going to do a minigun slide here. This slide's kind of different to the ones I've been doing before. Those ones I just held the weapon I wanted and then set up the slide. But unfortunately you can't crouch with the minigun, which makes setting up the slide impossible. So what I have to do is set up the slide with the sniper rifle and then quickly switch to the minigun as I'm like initiating the slide. And then you can slide to the minigun. And the minigun is a great weapon because you can fire and move with it at the same time. So I'm just going to... He crouched, that's unusual. I'm just going to slide through all these things. A little low on minigun ammo. I'm messing things up a little bit. It's fine, I have plenty of health. I could have just not killed them. Oh yeah, this guy's invincible if you're wondering why I'm not killing him. And even if I did kill him with like a parachute or a car or something, I just soft lock anyway, so there's no point. Alright, so he's going to get in this car. You're supposed to chase him in like this pink car that's like hidden out of frame, that car. But I'm not going to do that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to run over and climb this wall here. And then climb this wall, and I'm going to pull out my minigun and just blow him up. And that's the mission done. Hooray! And that is Los Venturas done in 43 minutes. I can't remember what my original estimate was, but I'm sure it's good. Alright, and here is Vertical Bird, the first mission of Return to Los Santos. This is my favorite mission in the game. In this mission, Torino sets you up to go steal a fighter jet from a military boat. I don't know why, you just do. It's cool, I guess, is a good enough reason. And you have to have, like, a mid-air, like, fighter jet battle with a bunch of AIs. And then you blow up a bunch of boats, and then you fly the fighter jet to your airstrip, and then you have a fighter jet for the rest of the game, which is sick. Unfortunately, due to speedrun strats, I'm only gonna, like... I mean, I'm only gonna fight the guys mid-air if I mess up, which I hopefully don't do. There's a safety strat here where you can like get out of the boat and swim into the marker. The boat works like a car in the fact that it will increase the enemy AI. As you can see, they're like really deadly. That guy was mincing me. But I'm good enough shot, I can just go past them. And here's the Hydra, the best vehicle in the game. It's also very loud, but that's fine. Alright, so I'm going to fly under this bridge here, and I'm going to go nice and slowly. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to convince these 3 Hydras to fly into the bridge. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. This time none of them have, so that's great. So I get to show you mid-air combat. So I need to be a little careful here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to land in a bit over here, and I'm going to get out of the Hydra, and I'm going to blow up a bunch of boats with my minigun, just because it's a lot easier. And I'm just going to hope these guys don't shoot me. I'm dropping a ton of flares. Okay, he still shot me despite the 500 flares I dropped, which is kind of irritating. Hopefully there's not too much damage to my aileron. Alright, so I'm going to blow up these boats with this minigun. While I'm doing this, sometimes the... Oh no! That is really bad. Please don't go into the water. Hit that sign. Hit the sign. Oh, thank God. Alright, don't blow up. Alright, there is a place you're supposed to park. That won't happen. Apparently I didn't park in it. Alright, okay. Oh dear. Alright, I'm going to be very careful now, because I don't think my Hydra has much health. I'm going to try to shoot these guys down. I have homing rockets, which makes it easy. Oh yeah, this is close to unflyable. Please turn left. Okay, I'm just going to gain a ton of height. That's not gaining height. That's upside down. Okay, here's height. Height is happening. Right, we're going to have a lot of fun. Okay, I think... Now, because my map is messed up, my markers are everywhere. I think this is a Hydra north of me. Not north of me, in front of me. Where is he? I don't think there's a Hydra, is it? I guess that isn't a Hydra. Whatever. There's one next to me. He's a Hydra. Try to shoot him. Yeah. Get him. Please die. Oh my god, my plane. I'm pretty sure that's the last one. If it isn't, I'm going to be very upset. Please die. No, it isn't the last one. The one in front of me is moving. Look. Yeah. This marker was an enemy. There he is. Where the hell have you been? Alright. Okay. Yeah, while this is really cool to do on PS2 with like crappy controls and really short render distance and stuff, Unfortunately on PC in the like 15 years after this game came out, I'm a little too good at the game and the air guys don't pose much of a challenge. Oh my god. My right aileron is all sorts of messed up. My left aileron isn't great, but it's still operatable. Alright, I'm gonna slow way down just so I don't slam into the earth. Please turn. Okay. Alright, this is fine. I could save and get a new Hydra, but that doesn't sound fun or fast, so let's just go and hope I take off. Okay, I'm not taking off. Alright, bye. Let's save and get a new Hydra. I wanted to... Why can't I sprint? Hello? Can you not sprint on those? Wow, that's a non-sprintable surface. I just learned something. Okay. Right, okay. Actually, I could take the Rustler, I guess. No, because I need VTOL. Okay, no, I'll take that. I'll go save and load it and make the Hydra spawn. Okay, unfortunately, losing the Hydra, yeah, it would have been funny trying to fly it around. I've done that so many times, like do the rest of the Hydra segment with a really damaged Hydra. But yeah, not today. I'm lucky I survived, because otherwise that would have been pretty sad. Alright, so yeah, I saved and loaded. This removes the 0-star glitch. For a second then, I didn't think there was a Hydra, but there is. So yeah, I no longer have the 0-star glitch, or cheat, but that's fine, because I shouldn't at this point anyway. Oh, it's in helicopter mode. Can I? That's the wrong button I'm pressing. Okay. Alright, so now is a very important part of the run that a lot of people on YouTube seem to miss when they accuse me of cheating. I'm going to go collect a lot of minigun ammo now. I am not cheating it in. This is when I collect it, at this bit. And then I'm going to use the minigun for the rest of the game. People that join in about 10 minutes are going to be very confused as to how I have like 3,000 minigun ammo. Chat, you can help and tell them how I got it. But how you do this is that I pull out this gun. So there's a minigun. There's a bunch of weapons that spawn here after a home in the hills. Vertical bird, sorry. Like a ton of weapons. And weapons respawn every 6 in-game hours. And it just so happens that every time you save, you advance 6 in-game hours. So I'm going to do this a bunch of times just to get a bunch of minigun ammo. I don't need that much in this category, thankfully. But I do need a little bit. And here's this phone call. So I'm going to take this. That'll do. I should have plenty. Yeah, that's loads. Right. Is that enough? That should be enough. So yeah, because you don't do gang territories in this category, I don't need that much minigun ammo. Alright, so I'm holding this phone call. This isn't a glitched phone call, it's just a normal-ass phone call, like nothing fancy. But I can use it to time other phone calls. So I'm going to just hold this. I'm going way too far north. I'm going to hold this phone call just so I can time the next one. And I'll use that to get the glitched phone call from this place. This is bike school, I had to think then. Right, can I please land? Thank you. Right, let's turn my Hydra around. I'm going to let go at 25, just to make my life easy. So at 240, I will walk into the marker, and then, or 239, I suppose. I will walk into the marker, and get a glitched phone call again. This is more pause buffering, flashing images, all that good stuff. Alright, there it is. So what I'm doing is I'm like starting bike school and getting a phone call at the same time. And then they're trying to write to a boolean twice, which doesn't work, and then blah blah blah, you have a glitched phone call. Alright, let's go. So I'm going to fly back to Los Santos, I'm going to start a mission and then dupe it. I have to dupe this mission in a certain way, because if I dupe this mission the wrong way, no peds will spawn, like pedestrians will spawn. And I need to start a gang war for this mission, and I do that by killing ballers who are pedestrians. So I need to not do that, or I will essentially softlock. It's not a true softlock, but I mean, I'm stuck, so let's not do that. I'm going to play it really safe and VTOL my way down. Nice and easy. I can not VTOL and just straight like land like in horizontal mode. But that's a little too YOLO for a marathon, so I'm going to play it nice and safe. I don't really need the Hydra per se. But it's fun to fly it, and it's fast, so I'm going to use it. Alright, and I'm going to walk up to here. So I'm going to go this, and then... Okay, good. Right. I didn't mess up duping this mission, so that's good. I had to let go of the phone call and then skip the cutscene at the right time, or bad things would have happened. So now I'm going to start the mission again. You may notice the markers are invisible. I'm not actually answering many phone calls, and the phone calls are the things that make the markers visually appear. But for some reason, you don't need to have them visually appear in order to like actually start them. Just for that mission. All the missions that start at Home in the Hills for some reason. Alright, so I'm going to fly over here. I need to pick Sweet up from the jail now. Unfortunately, there's only one seat in a Hydra, so I'm just going to throw the Hydra away. Bye, Hydra. This car's okay. I'm going to take it, I guess. And I'm going to block over these lampposts, or one of them anyway, because, yeah, you see the way I spawned? I would have spawned inside that lamppost, which would have been very upsetting, so I knocked it over before that happened. Alright, so I'm going to take him to Mama's house. It's just a bit of a drive. I need to not crash the game. Stop doing that. Oh my god, that was close. This road, if you try to despawn vehicles on it, you crash the game. So that was very close. I've done that many times as well. I have 1 star, which is kind of unusual. So I don't normally get any anymore, but that's fine. Yeah, so I'm just going to drive. I'm going to do a gang war. I'll try to do a fancy thing and place a satchel down to blow up the enemy wave a little early, but I might not get it. It's not the end of the world. Also, I'll kill some drug dealers. Nothing fancy's happening. So I'll pass over to good buddy Arjik to read some things while I do this.
Yeah, we got some donations here for it. We got a $25 donation from Skogs Mule saying, "Welcome everyone during this event." I think he meant to say well done everyone. He was there yesterday visiting Dreamhack without knowing we would be there, and it was a welcome surprise. So I'm glad we could provide that welcome surprise for you, and hope you're enjoying the rest of Josh's run here. And we also have a $5 donation from Reckle saying, "Dedicating this donation to my buddy Synthesur, who probably just had his childhood ruined by this amazing skill of Josh and how broken San Andreas actually is."
Oh yeah, you haven't seen anything yet. Wait until any percent later. It'll get a lot more broken. Alright, but thanks for the donations. I'm going to kill these guys. I'm going to try the fancy strap with the satchel. Sweet is a little close to it, which is kind of concerning. But he's running, it's all good. So as soon as they spawn, I'll blow up the satchel. Nice, which instantly kills them. Good. Alright, so because I duped that mission, for some reason it means this mission dupes. So I've duped this mission as well, which is very unusual. I accidentally looked away. I hope this is the fake Sweet. Oh, bugger. Okay, it wasn't. That's what I get for looking away at a crucial moment. I looked at my weapons to see what I had. Alright, never mind. There's 2 Sweets there. The fake one is like the one the mission isn't looking for anymore. And I need him dead to continue the mission with the real Sweet. Unfortunately, I messed that up, so that means I'm going to have to do an extra mission. Because like, it's actually impossible to redupe this mission. There's like no way of doing it. So after I mess that dupe up, I'm going to just have to do an extra mission now. But it's not the longest mission in the world. And it's hashtag more content, so it's fine. Of all dupes to mess up in this run, that's the best. Maybe misappropriation, but this is the second best.
Yeah, that's wrong.
Alright, never mind. But yeah, you have to, like, the only way to know which one's the fake Sweet is to watch where they spawn. But unfortunately, they, like, swapped just as I looked away, so I shot where he should have been, but it was not to be. Alright, get on, Sweet. Whoa, holy flipping baloney. Okay. So Sweet has a habit of dying a lot in these missions by getting run over. He almost did it then, which would have been really funny, because then it wouldn't have mattered that I killed the wrong Sweet a minute ago, but never mind. Alright, so go there. So yeah, like Los Santos gang wars, I'm standing in certain spots and looking in certain directions to make it so the gangs spawn in one spot. Because they're supposed to spawn in 2 groups, but as you would imagine, them spawning in 2 different places is slower than them spawning in 1 place. So I make them all spawn together like this, so I can just like see them all and shoot them all very quickly like that. The hood is mine. I'm going to throw a satchel here. This is so I can get a button. I'm going to use a button in a minute. I'm not actually going to blow up the satchel because the satchel just despawned because of that cutscene. But I just want a button. Okay. Do this. Alright, good. Normally there'd be 2 cutscenes here because duping the mission, but we're not going to get that. Which means I'm also not going to get the Invincible Infernus, which is unfortunate, but never mind. Alright, so I would normally drive to the mansion and do the next mission, but I have to drive back to Grove Street now and do the one that I did not skip. But that is fine, because it is a short one. Ooh, Christ. Okay, it's fine. What are we at? We are at $3,376. That is pretty good. I wonder if we can get to $3,500 by the time I'm done with this. There isn't much left of this run, but we will have anywhere from 15 minutes to half an hour of my any % run as well. So yeah, if we could finish at like $3,500, that'd be an amazing total for this 3-day, daylight hour only marathon. Alright, so I'm going to start Growth for Life.
Yeah, I got a plan. We gonna roll in the bar's hood and take it back
Can
for
I
a grow.
have this bike?
Okay, let's get those motherfuckers.
Alright, so, oh, what am I doing? I don't want Sweet. Hey, Sweet, can you,
I ain't in the fight
stay there a
too
sec.
much.
Cheers, bud. So, yeah, like I said earlier, Sweet has a tendency of getting himself ran over. And you only need Sweet in this mission at the end of it. And at the end of it, you go back to Grove Street anyway. So, he's at Grove Street, so he's where I need him to be. So I'm just going to leave him behind. I don't need him. Now that I think about it, actually, you know what? Doing this mission extra isn't actually that bad. It's kind of a safe strat now that I think about it. Because I get to take this gang territory, which is beneficial. Because later on, I'm going to want gang members of mine to spawn in certain spots. And by taking this gang territory, I'm going to guarantee they spawn where I want them to. So that's actually just a safe strat. Totally intentional. I meant to do it. Okay. There was a brief moment then when I didn't talk. It was kind of odd. Okay. There is a technique to skip the third wave of gang territories. Unfortunately, you can't do it on missions. And I'm on a mission, so I have to just do all the free waves legit. Okay, hood is mine. Nice, I'm just going to turn around. Let's go this way. And I'm going to take this gang territory next, because it's the closest to Grove Street. There aren't any ballers on foot, but there may be ballers in cars. There were. Excellent. Yeah, I know what vehicles the gang members spawn in, so I just blew that one up right. I think this is a good spot. I hope it is. Don't spawn on the bridge. Okay, excellent. So I'm going to get as close to Grove Street as possible while doing this gang wave. Do this gang territory, just so I can get back to Grove Street quicker. You may have noticed there's enemy cars spawning on the road. Like the big square, the big purple square. They're not necessary to kill at all. I normally just ignore them, and they just drive around randomly anyway. They never come anywhere near you, so it don't matter. I could have started driving back to Grove Street just then, but I just want to play this safe. Do not want to do this mission again. Yeah, that's good. Hello. See, if I had Sweet with me, he would have just died from that guy driving past me very quickly. Whereas here's Sweet. I also need to not run him over. I need to drive into this slowly, so my bike doesn't despawn. Excellent. Right, that is the optional mission done. It's fine. It's just like optional missions, optional trainers in a Pokemon run. It's safety strats. I just got more XP. All right, let's continue on back to Mad Dog's crib. I'm going to do cutthroat business now. It's a mission where I drive around and just drive around, really. I don't know where I was going with that, so it's a bit more driving. There is a somewhat annoying jump I have to do, but because of research by Taduva and me, mostly him, I now know exactly where the hitboxes are that I need to hit, so I can line it up perfectly. And ever since then, I've never missed it, which is good. I've kind of gone a bad route, but that's fine. I'll just squeeze my way past that cliff. Alright. And up we go. I'm going to guess I need to answer a phone call for the next mission. Why is the next mission not on the map? Let's see if it's just... It should just be visual, right? It should just... What am I saying? I said this earlier. It was, yeah, what am I saying? When I was last here, I said how they don't appear visually, and then I was just like, why isn't it there? Alright, so yeah, this is just a driving mission. I'm just going to drive a whole bunch. Oh wow, I look at the total, we made it to 3,500. Harjik, tell me, what happened?
what happened was we got a $125 donation from Anonymous. With no comment either, but thank you Anonymous for that massive donation, putting us above 3,500. We're now at 3,521.
Nice.
And right as I said that, we also got a $20 donation from Nanohertz, also with no comment. So thank you very much for those donations.
Yeah, thanks. Can we make 4,000?
You win a cuddly toy.
Alright. So a bit of terrible driving, but that's fine. Right, here's the jump I need to do. Mad Dog can't swim, apparently, so I need to be careful because I'm jumping into water. So I need to hit the thing. It's like right in front of me here. Excellent. There's 2 hitboxes that like overlap each other, and you have to hit both of them for the mission to progress. One of them is a cylinder, and one of them is a square. And they spawn in the same place, but obviously they're different sizes. So I'm aiming at like the closest bit where they still intersect. And also, I'm not going to use the hovercraft. I'm going to use the news van. This is news van strats. You're supposed to follow him in a hovercraft, follow him around, but hovercrafts are slow and annoying to drive. If you've ever driven one, you will know. So I'm just going to steal the news van instead and just drive it along the coast. You need to stay close to Oglok, but this is close enough. Why didn't I turn left? Never mind. And that's all the interesting things I have to say about this mission. There's nothing else. It's just following Oglok around. The news van is somewhat interesting, and the jump and the hitboxes are also somewhat interesting, but that's about it. But it's fine. We're coming up to some interesting missions. The next mission is also just a drive around mission, but it's really short. But then we have the good stuff. So I'm just going to hit this trigger over here. Then I'm going to get the go-kart. Oh no, here's another fun fact. Because I used the news van, the go-kart has no radio. Yeah. We wouldn't listen to it anyway because of copyright, but there it's not there. I'm strolling and there's no radio.
Mad Dog, you a drunk ass buster.
Alright, I'm just going to follow him around. I'm kind of, during this mission, I'm mentally preparing myself for the 80% run next. I haven't practiced for 80% at all, apart from like an hour today. I wasn't anticipating having so much extra time in the marathon for it, but we do. So and then the donation thing was 1,000. I didn't expect to hit it, but then we did. So now I'm doing 80%, which is fine. If you're wondering, this category is called 80% No AJS. And that basically means don't do the glitch that I'm going to do in the run in a minute. Because that glitch skips basically the entire game. But I'll tell you more about that when we get there. Oh, easy. Excuse me. If you have anything else to say, RJ, go ahead.
Well, I'm just going to tell you that the chat is doing exactly the complete opposite of what you told them to do regarding your minigun ammo.
I was like, what did I tell them to do?
Tell them that you got it legitimately. You can guess what they're all doing.
Yeah.
Apparently, you're a cheater.
I mean, I kind of am, but for different reasons.
But yeah, while we're waiting for this to finish, I just want to let you know that we are all raising money for the Movember Foundation. The Movember Foundation are the leading charity that are changing the face of men's health. They know what works for men and what doesn't. All the money raised with ESA today, both subs through the month of November and the total donations that you are raising just now, will be sent off to the Movember Foundation. And we also have a $9 donation from Tiny Tim saying, hey all, had to donate again for the amazing Joshimuz. Well done to everyone at ESA for this amazing Dreamhack event. It's been fantastic. Looking forward to seeing you at ESA Winter. Cheers. Oh, and hi Ark. Hi Tim.
Thanks, Tim. Hey. Yeah, I'll be at Winter. Alright, so I'm going to use this button I got earlier to skip this phone call. That's it. But in a few missions from now, the button is going to have a much more important purpose. Alright, so this is Riot. I'm just going to drive a little bit more. But now the city's rioting. Whoa, so interesting. We do get some somewhat funny dialogue. They're gonna make a bunch of hilarious jokes.
Stay on the street.
Just
Can
the way
I
shit's
flip,
stacked, I
please?
guess.
Man, this is
Excellent.
fucked up. We should take that
I did the
bastard down
YOLO
ourselves.
jump,
And we will, sweet.
or YOLO jump 2.0 since the original one was in Badlands. I didn't get it very well, but it's fine. Oh, did I hit the? Oh, I may have hit the duped lamppost. I didn't mention it. Oh, damn. I always forget about that.
Problem he can't control.
Never mind.
What kind of crime?
He can't
ZR
stop,
with no
you know,
spoiler.
giving
That's the
himself
second
a
one
little
I've seen
bit.
this
What,
run.
you mean he likes to consult Professor
I saw one
Hans
yesterday.
Jerkoff?
How odd.
Yeah, regular.
Spank the
Ooh,
monkey.
careful.
Yeah,
Take Pomula out.
quit it.
First the worm.
That's aggravating.
No, man.
Spell your own
Oh
name.
no. Are we gonna? Okay, I'm gonna do this mission again.
Get in, nickel.
Yeah, the traffic is really annoying because the city is rioting. There's like cars everywhere. They're all blowing up. Everyone's jumping out and stuff. That's what I'm gonna blame anyway. In reality, it's just me. But I don't like the game. So yeah, you can see like there's like exploding cars everywhere and stuff because the city's in riot mode now. Need to be really careful. But it's fine. I just have to drive back up and do it again. Nothing important was lost. You know, just time. Nothing important. Where are we for estimate actually? I said 1 hour 35. Okay. Yeah, that seems about right actually. Yeah, there's not too much left. Even with these mistakes. As long as I don't go over estimate, it's all good. So we have time for any percent. I don't have a button anymore. That's unfortunate. I will have to cancel the phone call slowly. I could make a new button, but that'd just be slower than cancelling it with the guns and whatever. Alright. Come up here. Shoot. Cancel. Jump. And into the marker. Can I get the replay this time? Thank you. Alright, let's not mess up the... Oh, I get to show you the duped lamppost this time. Oh, it was all intentional. Alright,
CJ
so I'm gonna...
There ain't no
Carefully...
justice, man. How does scum like 10 pennies
This was
stay on the
much
street?
better. There we
I
go.
don't know.
Oh, I say
Just
that.
the way shit's stacked, I guess.
Man, this is fucked up.
Whatever,
We should take
good
that
enough.
bastard down ourselves.
We will, sweet.
Here's this lamppost. There's actually 2 of them. I don't know why, but there you go. There, I got to show it. I hope everyone's happy. Back
Those are weird
at the
What?
GTA
Oh,
rooms,
Macker,
Discord.
He got a little problem he can't control.
What kind of problem?
He can't stop.
Alright,
you know,
let's not
giving
flip the
himself a
car
little
this
bit.
time.
What,
Let's
you
be
mean he likes to
nice
consult
and careful. There's
Professor Hans
another
Jerkoff?
spoiler set R. I mean, I guess that
Yeah,
doesn't count. It's the same.
Spank the
The
monkey.
model's just still loaded from earlier,
Take
but you
Pomula
know.
out.
Quit it.
First the
Next I'm
worm.
gonna find a flipping
No,
slam
man.
van. Alright, let's... Come on now, Josh. That bike is exploding. Let's be careful.
Shit, look at this place. Even old ladies robbing shit.
Alright.
I guess it's better than staying home and
Keep my eyes
watching
on the
Shopping
road.
Channel.
That
Yeah,
car
go out
is
there and
exploding,
get
I think.
yourself a board.
So I had to play the rest of the game with like riot traffic, but thankfully we only have one more mission that's outside, so it's all good.
Shit, man. People
Right,
real mad.
carefully.
Tenpenny responsible for all of this.
Okay.
As if the ghetto ain't wrecked enough.
Right, and
Come
here's this
tomorrow,
cutscene.
most
I'm gonna
Hooray.
gather up some homies and get the hood
Right.
locked down.
You need
So
anything, give me a call.
next
I'ma
is
check
oh,
out
she
the
is very
city and
upset
see
with
what
me.
I can
Hello.
see.
You be careful out there,
Next
CJ.
is Los Desperados. This is the singular most important dupe in the entire game, because this dupe will skip the requirement of gang territories. If you ever played this game, you'll know that at the end of the game, you have to take over a bunch of gang territories before you can do the final mission. But I don't have to do that, because I'm going to do a glitch. Alright, so I'm going to cancel the phone call here. Cancelled at 15. Oh, that's a nice round number. So at 30... At 30, you will walk into the marker and pause buffer once more. So if you don't like flashing images, don't look again. And then I will hold the phone call. Any day now. There it is, pause buffer. And phone call, hold it. And then, unlike most dupes, this one I actually have to hold the phone call. Most stadium events, sorry. And I'm going to block that car. I'm going to get a wanted star. Kind of irritating, that's fine. Alright, so I'm holding that phone call. I'm still holding the phone call button. There will be for a hot minute here. Excuse me. So this dupe is a very odd dupe. Up to now, every time I've duped a mission, I've just like started it, let go of the phone call, and then started it immediately a second time, so I could do both at the same time. Unfortunately,
Okay, so
with this
Ken,
mission,
how you doing?
if I do 2 at the same time, when I get to the very final cutscene of the mission, I will softlock. because 2 of everyone will spawn inside of themselves. They can't walk, and they won't be able to walk into place to continue the cutscene. And you get stuck there forever. So what I have to do instead is a very, very odd setup. I have to like do one copy of the mission, and then right before I'm about to finish it, I have to drive back and then like try to finish it at the exact same moment that I started again. It's very odd, very annoying, and very tricky to do. Thankfully, I have a shotgun, so I will be able to use a timing method for it. Why am I getting back in the car? Nobody knows. Let's not run over Caesar. Can I get off of Caesar before he dies, please?
Serious, man. Look
Please,
at the streets,
thank you.
Yeah, we better watch ourselves, man.
Alright, so let's do this. So you may have noticed the phone calls ringing and stuff. That's because I can do... That's an AK-47. I have the possibility of duping this mission. I'm on mission 0, but yeah, for reasons like I just said, I don't want to. So unfortunately, this means I have to essentially do the mission twice, which doesn't sound very fast.
Keep together.
But when you consider that it skips gang territories, it's very fast. Can we...
Stay
Thank
close.
you.
Oh, you dropped your snaps.
Alright. You die. Fortunately, it also means that if I fail the second copy of the mission, it's irrecoverable, and I will be very upset because I don't have time to do gang territories, even if I wanted to. But it's fine, I just won't die. Or kill anyone. No, I shouldn't. Alright, so I've got the quick kill on those guys, that's convenient. Kill these guys. Now this is the bit chat loves or hates, where Hazer gets killed, and there's nothing anyone could do about it.
Hazer.
Rip Hazer. We have to get him to a hospital.
Hey, you better walk.
Alright, so I'm gonna kill these guys. Again, I'm using the minigun a whole bunch just because it's a really good gun.
Behind us.
I'm actually gonna kill my friends here. I needed them to start this mission. Oh, sorry, I needed them to start this segment of the mission. But I need them dead for the next bit. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna kill all but one guy. So I'm like 1 kill away from ending the mission. And then I'm going to give this friend a present. Merry Christmas. I actually missed. I only have 1 more. Okay, that hit him. That's good. I only had 1 satchel left. If I had missed that, I would have been very upset. I would have had to have gone, bought satchels or ammunition, and then come back. Yeah, he's got it attached to him. Okay, good. So I gave him a present. And thankfully, it's a remote-controlled present, so I'll be able to open it for him far away. So I'm going to drive. The reason I had to kill my friends was because they have a habit of killing that guy early, which is very unfortunate because then I'll have to do gang territories. That's fine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a bunch of fancy stuff. I'm going to regain control in some cutscenes and then time some stuff, and you'll see. But I'm driving back to Grove Street, and then I'm going to... Okay, he didn't get himself killed, so that's good. So I'm going to get out. I'm going to get my friend the button. My friend the button is going to skip gang territories. So I'm going to press the button, walk into the interior. I forgot about the minigun. Alright. And that's the cutscene is now playing. By using the phone call and the interior, I can regain control and the camera. I'm going to put out my shotgun, and I need a sound cue.
Hey, CJ, good luck, my friend.
That was a little early. Yeah, that was too early. Ah, damn it. Yeah, I messed that up. Alright, that's fine. We get to do it all again. It's all good. So yeah, what I was trying to do is time it at the exact right moment to when the subtitle disappears, I'm supposed to shoot the shotgun twice and then walk into the marker. Fortunately, I was a tiny bit early. Early is fine. Early means I can try it again. Late means I have to do gang territories. But that's fine. I have a pretty healthy estimate. All is well. I hope. What is the... Yeah, all is well. 20 minutes to do 2 missions. Well, 3 missions, I guess. Even I can't mess that up, right? Alright, you... Again, I'm getting into the car when I don't have to, but whatever. I'll just drive over the bumps. So we get to do this mission 3 times, which means we get to kill Hazer 3 times. It also means I'm going to be low on minigun ammo, but that's fine. I should have enough. If I don't, I know how to do end of the line without miniguns. That's fine. I'll use it because that's fast. Having some left over would be slow, so let's not do that.
Keep together.
Alright, so I'm just going to run around and kill these guys. Oh, I need satchels. Ah, bugger. Okay. Right, that's fine. I'm actually just gonna turn right around. I'm gonna go buy some satchels. I need a car. I don't think any spawn right now. Maybe I'll do it in a minute. That was a police car, actually. Ah, yes, they do spawn. Excellent, okay. Yeah, I forgot about my satchel count. That's annoying. Hey there, officer. Can I have this very unhealthy police car? I promise I won't crash it. I also... Oh, God. I need to not press 1 or I'll crash the game. Okay. I really should have bought satchels before starting the mission a second time, but that's okay. I kind of forgot about that. It's not far. If I have a car, it's not that far to ammunition. It's just over here. While I do this a second time, do you have anything you'd like to read, Arjik?
Yeah, I got one thing. NS Gomez donates $5 saying, just donate to say, Josh, you need satchels. So chat's got your back.
You could have read that a bit earlier. Right. It's fine. It's okay.
Take it, hold it.
It doesn't matter. The estimate is fine. I have plenty of time. I'm gonna buy so many satchels that I can't possibly mess up. I have so much money, it doesn't matter.
See you again soon.
Alright, I wonder how my friends are doing, actually. I wonder if they can get themselves killed. I don't think they can. I hope they can't. Ooh, a healthy police car. That's lucky. Normally police cars spawn, like, almost blown up because of everyone rioting. But I got a healthy one, so that's great. I wonder why I'm not getting wanted stars. I guess you can't in this mission. Alright, I'm keeping my hand off of my mouse so I don't accidentally crash the game. Hello, that's exploding. Ooh, oh, my friend. I needed to run him over. Never mind. Alright, so back here. I think I can climb this wall. No, I can't. I can run around it, though. That's probably the better option.
What y'all waiting for?
Alright, so... I guess they can't die. Oh, God, I almost killed one, actually. That was kind of silly.
That's the last of them. Let's
Okay,
move
that's the
out.
last of them. Woo! Alright, moving on.
What you dudes waiting for?
Alright, let's kill these guys. That was not a quick kill, unfortunately. Minigun ammo is getting very low. No, that's fine. Like I said, I'd rather use it all than, like, conserve it and then have some left at the end.
Taser.
That was wasteful, but whatever. Alright, let's remember to kill my friends.
More Vagos behind us.
More Vargos behind us. Alright, I'm not shooting them in the head, because I might accidentally kill Caesar or someone important, and that would be sad. Okay. Alright, so let's kill all but one again. Can I not miss? Oh my god. Just click on them, man. How is it hard? You're very close to the other dudes. Yeah, hide in the corner, please. Thank you. Alright, I gave him a present. He fell over from excitement. He can't wait to open it. Okay, so I need to... I'm actually really worried he's going to die. He's in a very bad spot. I'm going to have to go fast. Well, I mean, I'm always going to have to go fast, but I have to go faster to make sure that he doesn't die before I want him to. He's also so close to the other guy that I might just kill him when I blow up the satchel. That would be upsetting. Am I going to have to do this 4 times? I've never seen him in that position before. I did kill the right one, didn't I? I must have killed the right ones. We always do the same thing. Oh well, we'll see what happens. More content. Hashtag content. If this doesn't work, I guess. Alright, so let's hold the phone call. Tap button. Walk into here. Okay, all is well. Let's time this correctly. Let's not talk when you have to listen, Josh, because that wasn't smart last time.
To the grove.
All right, S.A. I'll see you after all this is settled down.
Thanks, CJ. Good luck, my friend.
Okay, that felt late, and I was really upset, but it was fine. That's all good. I feel like this monitor I'm using has a lot lower response time than my television I use at home. So probably wanted to do it late anyway. Probably why I failed it earlier. Alright, that's what I'm going to say anyway. Okay, so I'm on the second copy of this mission. I have passed this mission. So now when I pass this mission a second time, I'm actually passing the next mission. But I will not be able to restart this if I fail. So I need to be very, very careful. But it's okay. The only way I can realistically fail is if I die or accidentally shoot one of my friends in the head. But I will play it super safe. Where are my friends? I don't have any. They've all gone. Alright, that's fine. I'll just recruit these ones who are hiding.
Stop thinking about your mama.
Stop hiding. Okay. So yeah, if I didn't take that gang territory earlier and that mission I didn't have to do, then I would have to recruit them like near Grove Street and then drive them all the way here, which doesn't sound too bad. But unfortunately, because of the riot, sometimes people like to jump out of cars randomly, and then their AI gets like overwritten with like scared AI, and then I have to go back and recruit more. And you can do that for a long time sometimes. It's kind of bad. I should be more careful with my minigun ammo. I'm going to pick up some health here, just to be safe. You can see there's like a second health thing because I duped the mission.
Keep it tight.
I'm keeping it pretty tight. Kill these guys. Okay, good. Alright, final part of this mission.
What y'all waiting for?
Right, let's just blow this up. No, get out of my way! Oh, you bugs. He was annoying. Whoa! That was... accidentally... I think I slid or sprinted with the camera or something. That was very odd. Oh, Hazer was in the... Okay, there we go. Oops. Oh, well, whatever. I didn't need him. That's fine. As long as I don't shoot an important one, it's all good.
Northsider's behind us!
Right. Even though this guy is about to die, I also need to not kill him, so I can't just blow up the car or anything. I'm lost muscle. Apparently CJ's hungry. Whatever, I should be alright. Right, so now I'm going to kill all of these guys, and now we get to see this cutscene. You see how they walk on screen? They wouldn't be able to do that because they're stuck inside themselves if you dupe it normally.
CJ, you done more
So yeah, that's that mission.
You should get back to the Grove.
Alright, S.A.
I wonder how Big Smoke is doing.
Thanks,
I haven't seen him in a long time. I haven't seen him since Friday. I hope he's okay. Oh, he's dead. That's unfortunate. So, yeah. This is the skip. This is gang territory skip. End of the line, the final mission of the game, is programmed in a very strange way. It's actually... I'm wasting ammo opening the door. It's actually 3 missions in one. The first part is when you pick up your brother and you go to this place, and you fight all your way up, and then you have a boss battle with Sweet. That's End of the Line Part 1. This, what I'm doing right now, is End of the Line Part 2. So as you would imagine, when I duped Los Desperados, I skipped the next mission. The next mission was End of the Line Part 1. What happens when End of the Line Part 1 is passed is the End of the Line Part 2 starts instantly, right? Because it's all supposed to just be one mission. So what happens is when I pass that mission, End of the Line Part 2 starts instantly, and it's like, oh, you killed Smoke, good job, here you are. So here I am. This only the only mission in the game that like starts instantly like that. This and Part 3. So now I'm escaping from this cracked palace. Again, explaining story when I haven't at any point. That's fine. I'm very, very, very low on ammo, but I should be okay. 36 should be enough. 12 is fine. You know, I like to think that I just took the right amount. Perfect. You know, I'm going to use the rest of it, just for fun. There you go. Right, I took the perfect amount of ammo. If I'd taken one more, would have been too many. Oh yeah, I fall out of bounds here because the interior hasn't loaded. That's a thing. I actually need to run over here to where the trigger is supposed to be. There we go. And that was End of the Line Part 2. Now, oh, there's a helicopter onto the ground. That happens sometimes. This is End of the Line Part 3 now, that is about to start. As soon as this cutscene ends, End of the Line Part 2 is finished, then End of the Line Part 3 instantly starts. Keep that in mind, because you'll be seeing that hopefully later. And yeah, this is the final mission of the game. End of the Line Part 3. This is Tenpenny. He's like a really, really important character, voiced by a really, really important actor. Haven't talked about him at any point, but he's the big main bad guy. We're going to chase him. Sweet's on the fire truck. I'm just going to drive a whole bunch, and then there's a shooting auto-scroller, so then I'm going to shoot a whole bunch, and then the game's going to end. It's a really, really anticlimactic ending for a speedrun. This is an auto-scroller, and there's another auto-scroller, so yeah. The only way I can mess this up is by losing the fire truck. And then there's a sequence where I need to grab Sweet, because he's going to fall off the fire truck. If I get unlucky with traffic, and I bonk into one, I won't be able to catch him, which will be really upsetting and really embarrassing. Fun fact, the Any Percent World Record, it used to have that fail in it.
Oh shit!
Even though this is like one of the 3 missions you do in that category. But yeah, hopefully I don't do that. I don't have much else to say, so if you have anything else to say, Arjun, before we end this run?
Nothing really, but I do want to let everybody know that we are coming up to the Any Percent showcase at the end of this run as well. So that's going to be about maybe 30, 40 minutes left of ESA. So if you do want to get any last minute donations in to help the Movember Foundation, it would be much appreciated. And don't forget as well, you can have a look at prizes.esamarathon.com to see the minimum amounts needed to enter the number of prizes that we have available. You've got Elgato Stream Decks, Game Capture HD 60Ss, HyperX Cloud Alpha headsets, Dark Souls Trilogy Compendium and soundtrack. There's even a Western Digital Black D10 game drive that has like 8 terabits of data, so you can install San Andreas like, I don't know what, 250 times if you wanted.
This game's 8 gigabytes on the
Okay,
PC
so
version.
like 1,000 times then?
Oh man, that was a close
But take a
call.
look at prizes.esamarathon.com, and if you can, please do give generously. Thank you for all the donations up to this point.
Yeah, we don't have much time left. Let's build that total. Last time I looked at it, we'd gone up by like 100. What if I look at that again? Ah, you see, you let me down. Alright, so this is the sequence where I need to rescue Sweet. I need to be very careful of traffic here. Look at the top of the fire truck, by the way. Oh, I missed it. Oh, well, whatever. Oh, I wasn't... Okay. I was trying to show a funny thing right after I said that I was supposed to concentrate on the road, which was smart. So now I'm going to have to, like, panic. I should be okay.
Let go, you dumb bastard!
Oh, okay. Whew, that was close. Alright, good. So yeah, this is the end of the run. This is a really, really long shoot-'em-up auto-scroller. Nothing interesting is going to happen. I have nothing much to say, but I will say... actually, no, I won't. I was about to do my final goodbyes, but I have another run to do after this. God, okay, I don't know what to say then. Fire trucks are indestructible, apparently. That's fun. Yeah, this is a really easy auto-scroller. Just like all the other shoot-'em-y auto-scrollers, they were designed with PS2 in mind. And obviously aiming with like 5 FPS thumbstick controls is pretty hard, so they made these auto-scrollers really easy. But obviously on PC, like in the future, they're a bit... I don't know, they're just not fun and really boring. I just shoot everybody that can shoot me in the face, and then they don't shoot me, and then I'm good. I can pop the fire truck tires though. Doesn't do anything, it's just funny. The best thing about this is that we get to watch this auto-scroller twice, because we're going to see it again in like 20 minutes. Hey there. I didn't even mean to kill the driver, I just did it accidentally. There's a bunch of people carrying TVs around and stuff, they're rioting and whatnot, yeah. But yeah, thanks a lot for watching my SA runs, my segmented runs. I believe when the marathon is over, in the reruns, they're going to rerun my 3 segments one after the other, so you'll be able to watch the run in its entirety. Even though it was segmented, it's pretty representative. I didn't do any different strats because of how it was segmented or anything. I did everything as it was supposed to be. The only thing I had to do was obviously use the cheat code to get the 0-star glitch, as it doesn't persist through loading. But that's the... I didn't even mean to blow that up. But yeah, that's the only difference. I guess I could plug myself. I'm Joshimuz, twitch.tv/Joshimuz. I run this game a lot. I ran this game at the last ESA, which was ESA Summer. I ran this game with 2 great co-commentators, Ultima Omega07 and KZ_Fru. Sorry, KZ_Fru, damn it. It was a great run. Their commentary let me just sit there and concentrate. I almost PB'd, which was how great it was. Really fun. If you liked watching marathon runs of SA, I recommend checking that out. We explain stuff a lot better just because we have much more commentary power in that run. So if you want to know a bit more about the run, watch it. And keep an eye out for the bit where I predict any percent happening. That's fun. I predicted that the new any percent route would happen. And then it happened almost exactly as if I predicted it. Almost exactly. I was a little bit wrong about some stuff. I said it would involve boat school, but it didn't in the end. So coming up on the end here, get ready with time. Time is as soon as the fire truck begins falling off of the bridge, when the cutscene happens and I lose control. In like 3, 2, 1. I'm a little too early, I'll count again. One more corner. 3, 2, 1. I'm still way too early. I'm just trolling planks. There it is. I didn't count that one in. That's time. Hey. Still underestimate, even though I did a bunch of optional missions. Alright, cool. So yeah, that was San Andreas, any percent no AJS. I will now, because of your generous donations, and we got $1,000 towards it, I will now show you any percent yes AJS, and you get to learn all about what AJS is. So yeah, thanks for watching, stay tuned, we'll be back after a short break while I set up for the next game.